great.
I'm one of you. We are one.
Well done.
First blood. Yeah, yeah.
You haven't got to use your full amount of revs.
Yeah.
Short shift it.
Yeah.
You know, Scott. Short shift it in between the corner,
Yeah.
from the right to the left, in between the fleet,
Yeah.
and then give you a smoother run down for the corner. Especially in these conditions, because you know you don't want to be right on the sort of revs. You're at the top end of the revs, the bike's a lot more responsive, and it can soon, you know, obviously give you a wheel spin. So try and just always short shift it. All right. Any other problems, Scott? Do you feel happy about it?
Yeah, it's just wet conditions, isn't it? Don't know
Yeah.
how far to lean it.
No.
Don't know how to push it.
Quite well, mate.
Hey?
You were getting over quite well. You were like that.
Yeah, well, but I just...
All right, mate.
I never raced in the wet before.
No.
always
It's
done it
very
in the dry.
difficult. This is a new surface. And
It's dry out quick, though, isn't it?
there is getting a dry line down at Paddock there. There is now a dry line through there. But saying that, you know, I was watching when we had that other lad through, there's actually his tyre was wet. As he come through, his tyre was wet. So we've still got to be on the cautious side.
The other scary bits come down here.
Paddock.
No, it's not so much breaking it, it's just the sheer look of that drop. You're like, oh.
I mean, both looking at both the lads were riding really well, and it was nice and smooth. We didn't really seem to be making any mistakes, as far as I could see. But obviously, the next session, I will sit in behind you and be able to
I have
watch.
to say the weirdest bit is not seeing any brake lights.
Yeah.
Because I'm just so you, because
Is my brake light working?
Yeah.
There's
There's about 30 of us go out on a Wednesday night to a sort of local bike meeting. We go a bit hairy down there, but you know you can see each other's brake lights, so it's not so bad. And I found when I was going up to the hairpin there, I was like coming up on top of Scotty, and I was like, oh.
I think well, you're both going around about the same speed. I don't think we're going to up the speed a little bit more, but we don't need to up it much more. That guy that passed us there with the black and red leathers, I mean, he was fine, but he was leaning it over, and I thought, you know, his tyre's wet.
Yeah.
He could soon go beyond his limit.
Everyone's just come back from their first circuit, or for their first session rather, and you saw me what I was like when I first came back just then. We are one. I was just ecstatic, but now I'm calming down, and I'm with Alan Batson, who's kind enough to take me out today, and let's find out what really was going on out there for me.
Well, you actually did very good for your first time out. She did really, really well. Obviously, very nervous to start with, but going around all the time, I was keeping an eye on her, and I could see this big, broad smile all the time. So you were obviously enjoying it.
I was enjoying it. That's me. Next session. What I'm finding is it's so new, but it's just literally finding where your limits are on the bike and knowing the bike and knowing its whole equilibrium, the whole balance of the bike. How do you think, do some people take to it more quickly than others?
Most of the people come here obviously been used to riding a lot of road bikes with their fire blades and stuff, so it'll take a while, but the thing is to take it really gradually and get confidence in the bike. Once you've got the confidence, you'll find that everything will just click into place and you'll go really well.
So if the conditions were better today, you see my little knee creeping out for balance then? I did it. I know I'm actually beginning to shift on the saddle and not feeling, you know, you've got to counterbalance in that way, because I used to think, oh no, knee down's just for wide boys, you don't need to do it, you can take your bike around a bend without doing it, but it's essential, isn't it?
You do need to do that to get a feeling of where the limits are on the bike. On a nice day, we could be out there scratching and having a real good fun. Today isn't really a very good day because the conditions are in between, so it's very, very slippery out there and very tricky.
So what's next for us?
Well, we'll go out again, and hopefully we'll go a little bit faster this time. And you'll be able to concentrate on getting the gear changes in the right place, just balancing the bike out going into the corners.
I have to say, it took me about 4 circuits before I even started thinking about gears.
Well, the racetrack is such an unusual place. If you haven't been out there before, you lose your balance and everything out there. So once we go out again, you'll find yourself liking it a lot more, and you'll be used to the environment. So you'll do much better and you'll feel much more confident this time.
Thanks, Alan. was just reassuring me about how this is going to do the world of good for my confidence on a bike.
You want to be out in a CBR after this?
I will want to be out on my. I know. I really do enjoy it. Is it everything you wanted it to be? It's your first time on the track, isn't it?
It is, and I've got to say, I had a real bad scare when I bought my bike last year. Had really bad tyres on it and had some really bad scares. Changed the tyres and I really love it now. But I'm really impressed. It's so wet and these bikes are just so capable. I'm really surprised. I was thinking that, I'm so used to my ZX7 that I thought I was going to be a bit scared of the Thundercats. But, I'm well impressed.
They're lovely, aren't they? I mean, I'm like Miss Know Nothing beginner here and I really enjoyed it.
I won't be doing that. No, that will not be me.
In your dreams, too.
In my dreams, yeah, definitely.
To analyse how you're getting on. What we're doing right, we're doing wrong, yeah.
This is amazing. I just had my first go on the track and I'm stood here just calming down. I feel so mellow, it's unbelievable. And you've got Mackenzie whopping around there. It's such a treat. If you come and do a race day and you've got the good fortune of some of these guys training at the same time, do it. It's brilliant.
Okay, brilliant. Yes, Scotty. Hey, look, knee down, first time ever. Well, Chuff.
Bit slide, isn't it?
He was going for it good, and I was pleased you were riding very, very well.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
That's the first time ever. I've never got my knee down.
Well, that's progress, isn't
So
it?
I'm well chuffed. Yeah, it's made my day.
It's dried out a lot.
It is
So it's
dried out a lot.
It's getting a lot better.
So Alan, tell me how I did on that time.
You did really well. You're growing in confidence. Our speed's coming up. The corners that I told you to correct on, you were correcting on. The lines were getting good. It was fine.
I actually struggled with the gears a little bit.
The gears are one of the trickiest things.
Still something I'm not comfortable with because every time I did do something would go and I go, oops. You don't say oops when you're lying at the side of the road with an ambulance beside you.
Gears are a problem, and it will only come in practice, definitely. Just working to be smooth on the gears and being in the right gear at the right time, and it'll be easy.
It's the same with everything, isn't it, really? Say no more. Absolutely brilliant. That really sort of made it happen for us today. It's Tim Jones, who is the general manager of the race school. How long have you been in this post?
I've been actually involved for 2 years with the bike school, but I've been involved in racing for many, many years, all my life really.
Right. And what sort of people? What sort of people are you getting here?
All walks of life. With obviously everyone that comes down to the Brand School or to the Cadwell School, they have to have a bike licence for the road, but all sorts, all ages, as long as they've got a licence, they're welcome to come. Lots of women come down more latterly, and it's lovely to see them.
I bet you've seen more women in the last year then, I presume, by what you've just said. Why do you think this is?
I don't know, I think people are realising that out on the road it's getting too congested and it's awful sitting in a car, so more people are taking the initiative, particularly in the south, to go out and get a bike and ride it on the road, particularly in London.
Excellent. What problems have you seen or encountered here?
No problems really. The problems we get are people's confidence, either extreme. Either when they get onto the bike in the pit lane, they're sort of wobbling out because it's not the bike that they're used to. Where we'll take that person to one side and say, well, perhaps we need to have a chat through this first. Or to the other extreme, where someone thinks that they're Mick Doohan and off they go and try and prove it, and obviously we do get some people sliding down Paddock Hill Bend or the Gooseneck at Cadwell on their bottoms.
Do you ever get out there yourself now?
Occasionally, I'll have to admit it. It's just the biggest buzz. This is my favourite activity. I run the Nigel Mansell Race School as well, and all the activities at our circuits, but this one I actually get a buzz out of it, even just in the racing school day.
And what about costing? How much is an average, say what we did this morning, which is the introduction to the race school and going through 3 sessions?
Right, well you've done, which is actually the advanced school, okay, but the introductory course at Cadwell starts at £90, which is amazing value considering that we're providing all the kit, the bikes, the instructors who are of a very high calibre. that's around £90, and the advanced school starts at around 200. But you can do that here at Brands and of course at Donington. We run it at Donington as well.
Fantastic. Can I just say a big thank you from all the posse that was here this morning for letting us come and be part of your race school today. I've loved it.
Who was riding bike 21? Have you got the ignition keys, please? Thank you very much.
That was no setup, that was the truth. Right, come with me. I'm going to ask everybody what was the best and worst thing about today for them. Shawnee?
Hey, best thing, knee down. First time ever.
Was it really your first time?
Seriously, yeah, the first time ever ran Clearway.
Best things about being at Brands Hatch. The worst thing was the weather.
Lauren?
Well, the best thing was I got my knee down, but I also got my head down, my elbow down, and all my side of my body. But no, it's a good day. Enjoyed it. The weather wasn't too good, but yeah, it's a good crash course today.
Well, I didn't get my knee down, so that's the worst thing. But I got my toe down. I ground it down. But no, it's a great day. Great day.
It was just getting on the track. I'd never been on a track before, and it was wonderful. The weather was a pain, but because I'd never been on a track before, it was just absolutely wonderful experience. It's amazing. It's amazing the experience, how fast you can go around corners, especially in the wet. When it's in the last session, it was pouring with rain, and it was still brilliant. It was really good.
You got an excellent score, especially first time race school and your very little experience on a bike. You got 140 out of 200. You had Alan Batson. Alan wrote, very good overall performance, great potential, well done. Look forward to seeing you next time.
Great.
So well done.
Thank you.